When it comes to training and exercising, most people think that technique is the most important factor, and that without perfect technique, you shouldn't even bother exercising. But that's not true, at least not always and not for everyone. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about in this video. So stick around, because what you're about to hear might surprise you quite a lot. When I'm coaching, and especially when I'm coaching beginners, I often see them worry and stressing a lot over their technique. They'll ask me something like, please let me know if I'm doing something wrong because I don't want to get hurt. Get hurt? I'm like, it surprises me a lot. Here's the thing. We don't get hurt because of technique. Because first of all, good and bad technique is very subjective and depends a lot on what the goal with the exercise is. And there's so many variations of techniques. And no exercise and no movement is inherently dangerous. What's dangerous is doing too much, too heavy, too soon. That's dangerous. But as long as you stay within your body's capacity, nothing's going to happen. For a beginner, worrying too much about getting hurt can have dramatic consequences and slow down progress considerably. Instead of focusing on moving perfectly, it's more important to focus on moving, period. As long as you're working within your body's limit and your body's capacity, you're good to go. Plus, it takes many years to learn and master technique anyways, so don't worry too much about it. It's not that important in the beginning. What's important is maybe building good habits or even finding the process enjoyable. That's what's going to make a big difference in the long run. Now let's talk about effectiveness. So if you're aiming to boost your performance, increase your power, or even master complex movements like weightlifting, for example, then technique becomes crucial. Coordinating your movement with timing and precision is key. Anyone who tried weightlifting knows that one little move the wrong way can make a difference between a successful lift and a failed attempt. But even among elite athletes, technique can vary quite a lot. So what might look like poor form, knees caving in and rounded back, can actually be an advantage for some people. And these differences often come down to body composition and individual body mechanics. So what works for one person might not work for another one. So yes, of course, technique for performance is crucial, but there's no one size fits all. Try to find what works best for you and your body and of course your goals. There is one last scenario that I want to cover. When it comes to bodybuilding, for example, and you want to be very specific and target some specific muscles or even some specific fibers within the muscle, then your technique becomes everything. Let's take an example. We're doing shoulder raises, which is a great shoulder exercise. And if you just want to train your shoulders, then it's fine. But if you want to be very specific and train more the front delt than the side delt, then the direction of your thumb will have consequences of which part of the shoulder you're going to aim. So the more specific the goal with the exercise is, the more specific the technique becomes. Another situation could be training around an injury. Let's say you have knee pain and you want to keep squatting, but whenever you squat, it hurts. Well, you can adjust your technique to make it more hip dominant, for example, to keep squatting and keep training without aggravating the injury. So there, technique is everything as well. So when does technique matter? As we've seen, it doesn't matter that much in the beginning. And bad form will not get you injured. Your body is much more adaptable and resilient than you think. But when it comes to effectiveness or even for targeting specific muscles, technique plays a crucial role. But remember, there is no one size fits all with technique. It always depends on your goal, what works best for you and your body. Thanks for watching, you guys. If this video gave you some new insight, please leave a thumbs up and share with anyone who might benefit. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel.